Hello, Marco. How you doing? Are you a prepper? Do you prep? Are you preparing for bloody warfare? I mean, 'cause you should. We about to be in goddamn missile strike conditions here, man. You know that? I got the soul of a prepper, but I ain't got the funds, so I ain't all that prepared for a cataclysm. No, I ain't. I mean, I know what I need: food, medicine, shelter, clothing, medicine. I ain't got none of it. I barely got enough food to last maybe a day or so. It sucks being poor. And we had like what? How many years of this biodynamic shit been going on? A minute? Oh, we've had it for a minute. I ain't all that ready. I want to tell you something. It's important in times like this, in the dark times, to stay positive. You could freak out, yell at your wife, call her a bitch, and slap her, and then go and sip on your fucking Crown Royal. Or you could not do that. You could say, baby, relax. I'll get a job. I'll do what I can. I'll go out there and mow some yards and see what I can. You can't mow yards in the fucking middle of winter, bitch. You better shut up. You shut. Don't slap your wife. Pour half of that crown back into that bottle. You need to cut it out. What do you do? What you need to do is buckle down. If you can stay faithful and have faith in yourself and your unity with the universe. I know this ain't the type of topic you hear come out of Cowboy a lot. But as the shadow side of the dark tech, I want you to know that I've come to realize this. I've learned this in myself that if I cool my jets and relax and I don't freak out, act like a damn fool, the Lord will provide me a way. And that's where I'm at right now. I ain't freaking out. I got a little bit of stress, of course. How can you not have stress when there's things you need to do and you can't get them done? You have a difficult time accomplishing it. Keep the faith in yourself and pray. A lot of people forget about praying and when they get moving and carrying along with life. And I think it's an important activity, whether or not you're a Christian, a Muslim, maybe you're a fucking dark sorcerer. You still got to pray to your dark gods so they know what's going on with you and what you need. And I don't advise none of you other people praying to the dark gods, whoever they may be. Just don't do it. I don't personally do it. I love baby Jesus myself, and it doesn't matter to me whether or not he's a living being or not. That's beside the point. It's the Christ consciousness what I'm trying to get after. That love of being in the holy of holy divine embrace. That's what I want to tell you about. A good friend of mine came over here, and I'm gonna tell her story because she couldn't tell the story herself because it was part of somebody's session. But since I don't have any information of the lady's session, I can tell you the inspirative part, and I want to, and I think she would be okay with that. But she wanted to get approval before she talked, and we're going to work up to getting an interview in because I'm real proud of her for becoming a quantum healing therapist. I think that's fucking amazing, and she found what she really wants to do because she had this experience where she was doing a session, and the lady said she contacted the higher self of the lady, and she wanted to ask a question of herself. She wanted to know if she was doing the right thing. And while the woman was under, she put her hands over there and motioned to her to let me have your hands. And the lady's knocked out. So the lady's knocked out. So let me see your hands. And she took those hands and she got that pow. that burst of hot tears, that sense of knowing that you're on track, that this life is just a very small piece of reality, that there's more to you than meets the eye, that you're eternal, that love and embrace of the Creator. If you've never felt that, if you've never had an experience like that, it's freaking amazing. Especially if you have it when you're not all fucking geetered out on fucking ecstasy, you know, humping in the back seat with some blonde headed girl with big titties. That's not what I'm talking about. This is a different experience altogether. But you can have it. Get out of here. Put my hat back on. Y'all like my hat? There's nothing better in the world than having a fucking hologram hat. You know what I mean? So when my eyes light up like this and I really feel like I do in the realm I'm from, I probably light like I'm probably on fire and glowing all the time. It's just the way it is. You remember Jesus whenever he went up onto the mountain when there was them three dudes and he put the glory on and he started shining and glowing and beams of light and shit, and then he put the dimmer back on and came down and talked to those guys. He was hanging out with Moses and that other guy that took off in the chariot, never died. Moses died, okay? Moses, he died. He got in trouble for beating the stick when he wasn't supposed to beat the stick against the rock. He was supposed to touch the rock and not beat the stick, so he didn't. That Yahweh's real harsh sometimes. You know, you got to do exactly what he told you. You can't just fucking wing it, fucking with Yahweh, because he's an archon. But nonetheless, the good Lord got his Moses back and had him up there, him and other dude, and they're all glowing because they're spiritual beings. And Jesus glowed all the time, but he put his dimmer switch on so he could hang out with folks like me and you. Folks like me and you wouldn't freak out. Back in them days, people be like, "It's a goddamn ghost! It's a ghost! It's a fucking ghost!" And, it would detract from his message. And he's not about that life, so I just want y'all all to stay focused on the good things. Stay focused on the good things and prepare yourself for the glory, because we're about to have the final show, the final countdown. Dun, 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 dun. You know what I'm saying? I can tell it's a bad economy. Other years you could strategize. I don't want to drive without being legal, completely legal, because of just how easy it is to go to jail and then be fucked. And now with all my family dead, since all my family's dead except my brother, whose number I don't I don't even think I would remember to be able to call if I was taken to jail for my exorbitant fees of child support. But everybody's fucked. My friends, their car break down. My other buddy, his lady got cancer, and they're down to one vehicle and one work vehicle that I've never seen him drive at all. I went with Bear to go and see if check it out. His crazy van he got. It's got some sort of inside cabin in it. Now I'm waiting for my friends. I'm gonna go to the dollar store, buy some fucking food stuff out of my weed money, out of my marijuana money. Yeah, I know, isn't it? Isn't it glorious? Glorious.
Yeah, it's been a very difficult uh past 4 years have been a bitch, dude. Bidenomics would probably have some money saved up, and there's like no way to fucking even do it. There's no way to fucking any money that you get, you have to immediately turn into either your rent, your bills, and all my shit's about to go off. So, shebang. But it's okay. It's okay. I'll tell you why it's okay. Because I have not sold my soul to some bullshit ass um, fakeness just to provide a way. I'm walking the road of faith, which means that I will fucking likely be walking the road of homelessness soon enough. And maybe, but you can't feel defeated. You have to have faith in your life that you'll be able to do what you need to do to stay okay. You have to do the best thing that you can do for you at the time without people telling you how to think and feel about shit, what to do or not to do. You know, who wants that? Who wants to be told what to do and not to do? Or that they're a piece of shit for this and this and this reason? This is just the worst time not to have any work. And that job that we finished, uh, it was a good experience mostly. But having it end at this time of year, oh, totally horrible. Totally, totally horrible. This is the time of year when you really want to try to make as much money as you can, if you can. And this year, even the last years, have been extremely difficult to even do that. I think that's my boy right there. Ugh. Whoa, 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 whoa.
Thank y'all for sharing the moments of my life.